Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to some ill intent.
Lord and hero, very well.
Let's do this, let's go for it. Nobody's at war with them, so we're not going to try to manipulate.
Run clear this day.
They're about to run red, sir. Bam. Yeah, got him. One-liner. Alright, I think we should be able to take this army. Lightning strike. Yep, that turned that around. Yeah, I have to say, I'm a little surprised at how bad his troops are relative to the men-at-arms. So we could offer redemption. Wow, that's a large 13% replenishment. Would actually return our army to full strength, except for the named characters. Let's do that. These men are our kin. If they are willing to repent, we will offer them a place in our ranks. Who wants to come and be a Bretonian peasant? I mean, a better question might be, who doesn't, right? Alright, let's pick up some weapon strength. Weapon strength and hit points are both very good, I think. But I tend to prefer offensive stats.
Do you know who I am?
Okay, so we're not going to do well if we are attacked near the city. In fact, we're not going to do well if we're attacked by both of his armies together. So maybe the right play here is to... Oh boy, my movement range doesn't get... Oh, I'm inside. I'm completely inside the circle of the city. Shoot.
Honor and glory.
Break siege. There we go. Oh, I had to sacrifice the blessing of the lady there, but I managed to make it so that I could move away from the city. The interaction with the various circles, the little areas of influence that prevent you from moving, can sometimes be a little bit strange. Don't suppose we can have military access? Because this would be a really good time for me to have military access. Yeah, I don't want to have to fight both of his armies at once. Well, I'm concerned. Alright, let's make some stuff. So actually, we're probably not going to make an industry building in Bordeleaux proper because we have too many other things that need building. Although, maybe we should make an industry building for a while and then just delete it later. Because we really do need a lot of money. Well, the Carpenter's Workshop will be available next turn. There's not really much reason to upgrade this. I mean, remember, it's not actually a 50 income upgrade, though. It's a 100 income upgrade because our farm income is doubled. Oh, no, it's only plus 50%. Yeah, so I don't think there's a good case right now for fixing that. But we can cap out Mousillon and maybe be able to fix the control problem here. What do I want to do with this army? I want to make it awkward for them to attack me and then follow me off my retreat. I don't suppose these guys don't like us enough to give us... Oh, hey, they do like a trade agreement. But no, there's no chance of me getting military access. So how are we gonna... I don't want to retreat into Empire lands because I don't want to upset them. I'd really prefer to be in their good graces. And we just barely don't have enough movement to finish off that army, which would make our turn a lot safer.
My reputation precedes me.
Yeah, having to move into the city and then break off the siege in order to be able to move away from it hurt. The blessing of the lady is cool.
Very well.
All right, let's just go over here, and if they chase us into Artois, they chase us into Artois. He's not a lord, right? He's a hero? So he wouldn't actually be useful in my army unless I cleared a spot for him. Oh, no, they're not pursuing at all. I thought for sure they were going to come after us. Emilvo and Cordon is attempting to lay an ambush. And everybody has plus 20 charge bonus. That's pretty good for us, I think.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
Okay, so which army is not in the city? Is it... No, this one's garrisoning, so...
Protector of the realm.
We see these guys. We are not going to get ambushed by them, I think, because we saw their ambush. So let's get them. Okay, this is a little harsher. I don't think we have to go in here manually. And again, a really big replenishment from offering redemption.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Wow, his army fell back a huge distance. And Alberic de Bordeleaux is a legend. He's become unbreakable. Plus 20% weapon. Man, these traits are so good. So... Ooh, and now he's on a hippogriff. Oh, look at him. He looks awesome. This is good. This is great. This is going swell. Alright, so I would assume Marienburg's garrison is not very large. And Peter Schumacher's army is real messed up. We might actually be able to take this. We're going to have to build a ram. Apparently it's not okay for my plan to be Alberic flies over the wall and opens the door.
To victory!
I might actually be able to do this. Maybe I should summon the Green Knight, though, just to... Like, this is important. This is worth summoning the Green Knight for. We could combine our units of men-at-arms. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
For the lion!
Alright, Can I... No. I guess the men combine in such a way that they maintain the lowest level of any man who was involved in the combining. So I don't really want to drop the unit rank 4 guys, but...
Slay them!
I have returned.
Oh wait, where'd he go? Here he is.
I have returned.
So what is his deal exactly? He can inspire populace, assault... Okay, so he's a paladin. He's functionally a paladin. But he has 60% physical resistance. He causes terror. He has vanguard deployment. He's unbreakable. He has the blessing of the lady. He is constantly replenishing his health as long as he's not in a forest to prevent you excuse me, to prevent you from abusing it with hiding. And he has a dolorous blade. Yeah, okay. Seems like just like a pretty good knight, I guess. I mean, I'm not seeing his stats here. Let me pop in here, and no, I cannot. So because he's a hero and not a normal unit, his unit card doesn't have his stats on it. What if I put him in the army? Here we go. So he has, compared to, say, Tristan LeBeau, he actually has less armor, but he is largely immune to physical damage, so... Yeah, he seems like a fine unit. Honestly, not as impressive as I was thinking he might be. He is not a siege attacker. He will not let us to cheat the siege.
For the lady!
Alright, if Emil's army comes back and hits us from the back, which they might be able to do, I'm not even sure, because the water, like, movement around these crossings is tricky sometimes. But if they come back and hit us from the back, we'll have no choice but to retreat. I don't think we'll be able to take all of Marienburg's forces at once. Oh, you know what? If we actually do end up taking over all of Marienburg, though, the fact that we're now at war with the Scalings is going to become relevant. Maybe lack of foresight. Because if we have Gorsel, the Scalings attack Gorsel all the time. The servants of the lady wish to pilgrimage to holy sites around the realm, a quest of knowledge and faith. They have asked what you will donate to their worthy cause. They've asked that you donate. So if we donate... we'll get plus 20% research rate and plus 40% hero action cost for 15 turns. That's a lot of research, and I'm not using hero actions very much. Or we can lower our upkeep by 30%. That's a lot of money. I think I want the research rate, though. Help us get in good with our friendly factions. Okay, Marienburg has fallen. Green Knight is fine. He's cool. He's a cool dude. We definitely occupy this.
Noble.
Oh, and that reminds me. I saw that we got a follower that didn't get assigned to anybody, but it was a follower who gives... Oh, it didn't get assigned to anybody because our only lord already has one equipped. I see. And I'm assuming heroes cannot equip this particular type of follower. I wish the game was a little clearer about what can and cannot be equipped by heroes and stuff. Oh, we have weapons that we have not bothered to put on. Yeah, sure. Potion of Toughness. Unfortunately, a magic resistance talisman really doesn't accomplish very much. We also almost lost a paladin, it looks like. There's just not enough magic for these things to be all that relevant. Okay, yeah. Temporary damage resistance seems quite good. So wait, what was his... He has the Virtue of Audacity? Huh. So I guess just having paladins around gives you more chivalry. You can just buy chivalry by recruiting paladins. That's interesting. But we did it, guys. We got Marienburg. And it's actually, like, the port's partially functional. It's pretty good. And it has its die maker fully upgraded. Look at how much money we're making now. We're going to probably want to... I was going to say we probably want to build walls here. Maybe I don't need to do that right now, though, because our army's going to be in the area for a while. What's the story with the Green Knight? Does he just stick around till I get him killed? Because if so, summoning him early actually does seem like a really good idea. Well, I don't know. Let's head back home, and is there anything really great that we can do with this money? Yes, there are some great things we can do with this money. Number one, we can build this thing. Okay, how bad's... Musalon's still way north of 0. Yeah, okay, things are good. We're gonna have to...
The Empire, a land of...
No, we're taking this all the way, I think. I'm gonna need control of the region, because my commandments are really powerful. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty bad about that, pretty bad about that scaling thing now.
I refuse.
So his army's pretty messed up, and his garrison is
My
small.
strength and wisdom are yours.
We should just push and finish him off, right? I'm a little worried about our named characters, to the point that I wonder if maybe it would be a good idea to... Oh, wait, what is going on here? Chaos Corruption 64%? Oh, boy. Beastmen must have burned Karaberg or something. Oh, I hate that. Is there a way to come around? No, it doesn't look like it.
I am a lord of Bretagne.
What about if we march? Okay, over here the Chaos Corruption's not so bad. It's interesting that it's not by region, because, like, this part seems to have the corruption, but this part doesn't. Maybe the corruption actually does... I don't know. Maybe we should stay put for another turn, though. We have a lot of units that are still injured. Yeah, let's stay put for one more turn.
It shall be so.
Although I guess he's marshalling. Yeah, let's not overdo it and risk our safety. Okay, we can upgrade the port at Musalon. Yeah, the Musalon port is a normal port. It's you can see the income is much less impressive. This would give us 1 extra control. I mean, we don't need a whole lot of extra control. And what do we want to build here? Probably this is a place where we just build industry, although actually we can't build up good industry buildings because you need 2 slots for that. I guess we have to come up with some kind of long-term solution to the control problem. Let's do this for now. We're 7 turns off of having our last slot in Bordeleaux available. And I think I'm going to save up for the wine market. It's a lot of extra wine. I don't know exactly how much that affects our trade value, but it's got to do something, right? And hey, now we can recruit the fancy bowmen.
Protector of the realm.
Alright, what do we do in Marienburg? Marienburg could be a place where we have, like, a Grail Shrine. And then that would leave it 2 slots for industry. So we could just put up the industry building now. It doesn't let us build up extra walls, and we still don't have a stable anywhere. Shoot. Bordeleaux probably should be the stable, right? We should have... Our home province should be a place where we can recruit a lot of our units. We just need more land, dude. So what are we going to build here? I guess building a stable here for now, just to like get us into our units a little bit more. It doesn't take too long to get to paladin hero capacity, get some additional paladins. Although I suppose we're at 2 paladins already. Right now we might be at 2 of 0, so getting up to this building just makes us be at 2 of 2. Although we will get to recruit 1 because Alberic has that plus paladin capacity skill. All right, let's see what the situation looks like now. What's up? No. Okay, he started a second army. For some reason, Britannia has sent a damsel over here to negatively affect our winds of magic. I don't know what the value of that is. Alright, let's work on the chivalric code. So after we research this, it's going to be Lyonesse or Artois. Obviously, Lyonesse doesn't get us very much. But Artois, Paravan, Britannia is a pretty strong line. If we could convince Britannia to undergo Confederation, that would be a really big deal. We gain a lot of land and a lot of valuable land at that.
I'll ignore that. By Sigma, no.
He's really forming up something fierce. If we do go for peace with them, we could just let the Scalings handle them. Gorsel's valuable because it has another resource we could add to our trades, and obviously the commandment would be helpful. Marienburg is probably going to have control problems, although they're not going to be as bad as Mousillon.
Armored in faith.
God, I wish our paladins didn't take so much damage every time I auto-resolve things. Damage is not distributed evenly exactly, but it does seem to accumulate on your single figure units much more than it does in real battle.
Absolutely not.
So I mean, we could just push them. I guess we better. I don't want to have to run into the chaos corruption.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
We already don't have our blessing of the lady, so we're not at risk of losing that if I have to do a tactical retreat here. Screw it, let's go. Let's get in there and get aggressive. I want to be as far from them as possible so that I have the maximum retreat distance available to me. And also, we want to be outside of the area of Gorsel's garrison being reinforced, or being a reinforcement. No, I think we really do have to take Gorsel. We may have to leave a troop in Gorsel, leave a defensive army there, but. And he's attacking us with 3 heroes. I shudder to think of what horrible thing those heroes are trying to do to us right now. The disappeared in Aquitaine. Skaven are kidnapping our population. That's what this says. It doesn't say that exactly, but that's what it says. Helmut von Leibowitz successfully assaulted our units. Veteran Atzwiger successfully assaulted our units. Boy,
know who I am?
Must be nice to have heroes who never fail at stuff. That said, ain't gonna save you.
Fine. For the lion.
Let's go get us some chivalry. Because for some reason, this is a chivalric act. This is a very, very small amount of health from redemption. So let's get our leadership buff back up. Oh, hey, we regained the blessing of the lady. That's cool. That will be helpful. Okay, now that we have all of the things that I wanted from the blue line, and we have our proper mount, what are we going to do with him now? I guess his red line is pretty good. Yeah, let's head into his red line. Take advantage of some of this cool stuff. I don't want to get just charge bonus for just him. I don't think that's probably worthwhile. Missile resistance wouldn't be terrible. Allowing him to always have the Blessing of the Lady, even when our army doesn't, is cool, but right now our army does, so why don't I let him just take advantage of that?
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Okay, well, apparently we can just auto-resolve it. Everything's gonna be fine. Ah, interesting. Raising a settlement of men is actually minus chivalry. Okay, Marienburg has been obliterated. We now have a province that unfortunately is going to be a real pain in the ass to defend. This settlement absolutely will need walls.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
Okay. So what do we want to do with our money? We're still 5 turns off of being able to max out Bordeleaux. How much extra? This is only 10 extra growth. I do want to do this. We could change the commandment, actually. We're at more than plus 10 control now. So we probably just want to go for the tax rate, right? Oh, we could Realm of Chivalry, since I'm going to be building up some fancy stuff anyway. Just use Realm of Chivalry to lean even harder into lowered our raised research rate, lowered research time. And just get all of our Confederation researches as fast as we can, and then try to start negotiating that. I can't build this until we're actually at level, so we're 5 turns off of being able to even think about this. This stuff, though, does need to be built. Yeah, okay, let's do this, and we'll build stuff in the region next turn, after the new commandment has taken effect. You get 1 more control. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know that I want to do anything here right now. Let's save the money, because we're going to need it for stuff. How are we doing on population over here? Not that well, really. Here we probably need the control. So I guess I could just upgrade this. Yeah. We should have somewhere to recruit horses. Oh man, our trade agreements are so much better than they were just a few turns ago, even. Ah, scalings. How I wish I was not at war with the scalings. It's like, surely, going to war with an infinite band of horrible murderers will not affect us. Really? Minus 20 chivalry, minus 10% campaign movement range, gained by spending multiple turns in a settlement you control. Well, I mean, that's what his whole job is going to be. We can try to pray that off with that prayer building. But I really want to get Marienburg leveled. Yeah, but we have to do this. Oh, that's right. You get walls for free from the Bretonnian 3rd level settlement. That's pretty cool. But we have to do this because Gorsel needs actual walls. Or else it's just going to get wrecked by scalings over and over and over again. I hate the fact that Alberic can lose chivalry just from sitting around, but we're unfortunately going to need him to just sit around. Oh my god, look at how many scalings that is. Oh, please hurry and heal. Please hurry and heal my units. We're going to have to recruit a second army. Yeah, I don't feel confident about... Jesus, 3 full stacks? I don't feel confident about this at all. Well, we did just gain the ability to research the Winter Woes Decree. Double experience for fighting Norskins, plus 2 chivalry for every victory against them, and eventually plus 3 more victory and plus melee attack and melee defense while fighting them. Maybe that's worth doing. If we're going to end up fighting a ton of these dudes, remember, chivalry is the whole thing, right? Chivalry is the whole point of our game. Yeah, let's do it. Immunity to snow attrition would allow us to actually go north and wage a campaign against them. Maybe that's how I'm going to get my chivalry up. I'll just go kill all of the scalings. How are you guys doing? You almost healed? I'm wondering if we should maybe step outside of the settlement so that the army doesn't get necessarily
That will incur
trapped.
my wrath.
I'm worried.
Lord and hero.
Yeah, we will heal a little bit
Lord
less,
of Bretonia.
but I don't want to get trapped in the settlement. We'll stay nearby, near enough that we reinforce it if it has to fight. But I want to be able to move away if I think the fight is untenable, which it may be, because this is really a huge number of dudes.
Certain.
That said, Chaos Marauders are not actually very good troops. But I don't think they're a lot worse than our footmen. How's the Empire player doing? He seems to like us now.
From across the Grey Mountains.
Yeah, brothers, that's good. Do we have a trade agreement already? We do. Well, never mind. I don't have anything to say to you. Sorry. Hey, Nordland.
Greetings on behalf of the Empire. Now what brings you...
We can try to build up some trade with them. Having access to ports is really important for allowing you to trade over large distances. So it's nice that we have a bunch of ports. Oh, that's true. I suppose we could probably get a trade agreement with Estalia if I would stop turning down their non-aggression pact. Tonia, war coordination. There's bad guys. Help. Somebody save us. Okay, so let's upgrade this for sure. I'm almost able to bring back, to get more foot squires. Actually, we need a smithy. Yeah, this is maybe not worth 3,300 right now. Even though that's less than a turn's income, we still really, like... Every penny's going to count for a while here. Because we are going to have to field a second army, I think. Oh, Lord. Here they come. Actually, I maybe should have started recruiting that second army last turn. Oh, if they split, if they take like 2 of these armies to Marienburg and 1 to Gorsel, that's going to put me in a really awkward position. How close is Gorsel to being walled? 1 turn?
Asinine mortal.
It has an 11-unit garrison already? Oh, yeah, because I did already build the guardhouse.
Yes. If the lady wills it.
Okay, we can get in reinforcement range of Marienburg.
No. Never.
I think this is their target. Marienburg getting sacked would be a much bigger problem for me than the temporary loss of Gorsel. Even though I have spent money upgrading Gorsel and everything. So we are 2 turns off of being able to upgrade this. Yeah, it's probably secondary army time. So what do we have available in Marienburg? Knights Errant and Paladins. We can recruit 1 Paladin? No, we're at 3 of 3? Wait, I don't have 3 Paladins. Does the Green Knight count as a Paladin for the purpose of this? Is he preventing me from hiring another guy? That's weird. Okay, so no Paladins for me. But we can recruit a Lord, and I think we must. Bonus versus large. We could get an intelligent Life Prophetess, an honorable Heavens Prophetess. I think Heavens has a really good lightning spell, so maybe it's sensible to recruit a Prophetess. We don't really have much in the way of lizards. Ooh, this one is a good banker. You know, we need somebody to sit back in Bordeleaux. We need a southern army and a northern army, probably. So, yeah.
Devotee of the lady, making my way.
You get to go here. Let's recruit some fancy dudes. So, these guys poison with their attacks. These guys do fire damage, which actually isn't, like, it's not a big deal. Fire damage doesn't really help. Their missile damage is 25. So their missile damage is higher though. Is 20%, 25% higher than everybody else's. But poison is really powerful. Let's recruit some poison guys. Oh, and knights are way expensive for her. What level do you have to be to take Knight's Vow? Okay, she just has to get to rank 2. Maybe we just recruit some knights anyway because they're good. Well, the difference in stats between these guys is large-ish. Mounted yeomen are faster, but their charge bonus is tiny, relatively. Alright, let's just go for normal mounted dudes for now.
Protector of the realm.
Okay, let's see what the scalings have for us.
The lady grants you safe passage.
What's up, Lewin? So I just said a whole bunch of things about not allying with AI, but who's Lewin gonna attack? Karak Ziflin? I'd be okay with that. I think the Bretonnian factions are predisposed not to attack each other. He could start shit with the Empire. That would be really bad. Let's not risk it. You could start a fight with the Wood Elves or Estalia, potentially. That wouldn't be great for me. Yeah, military alliance is just the upsides. Not great enough to outweigh the downsides. Alright, so let's see what they do. They're all in... I was about to say they're all in the C equivalent of sprint mode, so they can't attack. But when I clicked on them and I saw their movement ranges, it sure didn't look like any of them would be able to attack after leaving sprint mode. Alright, well they sacked Gorsel instead of burning it, which I appreciate. But they're too cowardly to get out of the water. Oh, but we can attack them in the water, and we have Lightning Strike probably still works. Right? Like if I do this... Hell yeah, Lightning Strike still works. Screw these guys. So wait, do we go this way and finish off the weakened Wulfric of the Vargs? Or do we go after the larger army over here? Yeah, let's finish these guys off. Let's reduce the number of stacks. Alright, you cannot manual a battle on the sea, unfortunately. Oh, we can still go after him. Yeah, let's level up. So, I'm not even sure if any of this stuff is going to be useful in the water. We are getting the bonus from our trident here, which is cool. Let's take... We have... Wait, do we have... Is it one unit of Knights of the Realm? No, we have a bunch of units of Knights of the Realm. So let's take the Knights of the Realm buff first. Then we'll take the Aspiring Knights buff. Because we currently only have one unit of Foot Squires.
Death to the enemy.
Yeah, let's get these guys too.
Glory awaits.
These guys are not in control on the sea. These are our seas. Jervis Krakenson. I bet you've never even met a Kraken.
Lord.
Okay, pretty good. That went well. Like, really well.
Guardian.
It's cool being a naval faction. Let's get you your Pegasus. Maybe you'll stop taking so much damage all the time if you can fly. Alright, can we get back on land if we... Yeah. Okay, good. So I really want to be replenishing. We're not getting any replenishment on the water. Alright, Bjark. This is you and me. Yeah, so we're going to have to construct a secondary army and leave it in Marienburg, probably like near the water, so that it can quickly get to Gorsel in a single move. Because this is going to happen a lot. Scaling is coming from the north. The Crooked Moon have been obliterated, and we've got our thing, and... Oh, my number of peasant units is over my... Did that just happen? Oh, because these... Yeah, because we just recruited a ton of peasants.
Fate is my armor.
Well, I don't think it matters very much.
Very well.
We could chase them into the Chaos Lands. But I think what I'm going to do instead is take this army to Gorsel. Now that we're not being bared down on by so many stacks, we can We can sit in Gorsel and make sure it gets repaired properly. Questing Knights and Knights of the Realm. What is the difference, really? So Knights of the Realm carry shields, first of all. These guys have armor-piercing damage. Significant armor-piercing damage. But statistically, they don't look that different. Oh, Knights of the Realm have a huge charge bonus. Yeah, that's the biggest difference is that the Questing Knights have better stand-in combat stats. More melee attack, more melee defense. But the Knights of the Realm are for charging over and over again. These are like... So, this is going to sound dumb, but these are sort of like mounted infantry in that you're supposed to be able to like leave them in combat a little bit. Okay, I get that. I understand how that works. Let's pick this up. I have a feeling we're going to be fighting these guys a lot. So yeah, let's get it. We are going to need proper... we're going to need a proper Knight's Vow. Oh, hey, we did it. Okay, so we need 6336 as long as that commandment remains in place.
You honor me.
And she's given us a little bit of extra money from the port in Marienburg. How's Musalon doing? I should not re-enable taxation here. That is not a good idea. Alright, let's see what these guys do. We really have to get Gorsel walled off. The AI usually won't attack a walled settlement the turn they get to it, unless they like hugely outnumber the settlement's defenders, which can happen with scalings because they will bring the huge forces. I guess we don't have to be in Venerate the Lady stance here as long as we have all these armies in place. So maybe we just want to drive the tax rate up. I guess I could have done a construction cost thing earlier. That might have been wise. We could still do it because we're going to upgrade Gorsel again. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll work. Okay, the Empire's finally bringing an army to bear. At the end of this turn, our army will basically... At the beginning of this next turn, the end of previous turn, our army will be basically back to full. Unfortunately, we don't have the movement range necessary to actually catch this guy. So let's move to the edge of where we would start taking attrition damage. Stay near the town, because Gorsel is going to need our protection for 3 more turns. Once the walls are up, things will be a lot. We'll have a little bit more wiggle room. Yeah, and then we're just waiting on money. So, with the lack of snow attrition, do I actually just want to go north and earn all of my chivalry by murdering Norskins? It would be a good revenge for all of the horrible things that have happened to us in the past. You know what? I will take your pact. Wow, is that another 2 stacks up there? They just lost all these guys, and they're already... Alright, also there's Brayherds somewhere. Over here. The Empire's having problems with Beastmen. Well, that sounds hard for them. What a rough time. I don't want to spend any money. We could chase these guys down. Their army's not very good, but I'm concerned that if I head south, we're gonna get hit from the back.
Seers.
She's a little over half XP to the next level. I'm wondering if we should start recruiting. We can probably just wait until she has the Knight's Vow. So Marienburg has 9 units naturally, so there's 18 units here sitting in defense. And it has proper walls. It probably doesn't need anything more in the way of a garrison. Hey, you guys. Hey, Luen. Can I not...
You ask for a boon.
Oh, we've lost our war coordination controls.
See if it is within my power to give.
That's weird. Why did that happen? Oh, maybe, you know what? I bet none of his units can see this army. I bet that's why. Okay, now let's head down and start learning to confederate with our kinsmen. I think we're just gonna stay put. I don't think I'm gonna try to pursue this army. I want to wipe them out, but they're gonna keep running. If we had a second army that we could use to like surround and pincer them, or if we had a hero who could block them, this is not a thing a paladin can do, I think. Then we could go after them. As it is, I think they'll lead us around on a wild goose chase. And I'm sorry, what are you doing right now? You are reducing growth in my province. Why are you doing that?
But I will listen, but my time is short.
Okay, fine. I will pay you for a non-aggression pact if it will get you to stop, being aggressive in my
Protector of
territory.
the realm.
I think that works that way. So yeah, we're not going to go after him. We're just going to make it clear to him that he should not come back north. Things will not turn out well for him if he does. Ah boy, here it comes again. The Scalings heard that the walls might actually complete soon. They can't let that happen. So my experience with the Empire campaign that I played recently on my own time and the Vampire campaign was that the Scalings don't resettle their territories once you burn them. Even if it's the case that they do, but they just do it slowly, that's really valuable for us. So my warriors range deep into hostile lands. That's not really true. But all is not well. There are dark omens abroad, as if the shadow of some horned god was watching from the evil moon above. The army is fettered by Morslib's glare. So we can gain 6 leadership, or we can risk Morslib's wrath and do nothing. I don't want to pay the money. Let's see if there's anything to Morslib's wrath. Also, I'm noticing that this guy is still in my territory being an asshole. Are we actually being affected by this? I think we are. I think our growth was higher. Well, that's very annoying. I would like it if he stopped that. We could have one of our paladins try to kill him. I don't know if assassination is a chivalrous act exactly. Although I guess there's something to be, you could represent it as single combat. It doesn't necessarily have to be an assassination, right?
My reputation precedes me.
Alright, let's wait within the reinforcement circle of Gorsel so we can defend it if we have to. And yeah, let's even just put up normal walls again. Or the garrison building. Let's give Gorsel a standing garrison that is capable of threatening attackers. Nordland, are you kidding me right now? Couldn't this hero... the Jagged Horde tribe has attacked Carcassonne. Yes, I will enter this war. Screw the Jagged Horde tribe. Screw Beastmen. If we had refused to enter the war on the side of our ally, there could have been serious long-term repercussions. A migration. This time I don't think we actually want to let them in. We will close our borders, as monstrous as that may be, depending on the reasons that they're migrating. Okay, I'm trying to zoom in enough to... Yeah, here we go. I want to be closer to the shore. This part of the shore is beach, not cliff, and so we could drop into the water if we wanted to. It looks to me like they don't have a beach over here.
Your demise is certain.
Yeah, their current movement mode doesn't show them being able to get up onto land, so I assume they're just going to head further south on their turn. Okay, and we've got our proper walls, but we only have 7 units in the garrison by default. Okay, we have a little bit of money, not really enough to do anything interesting with. Now that there are beastmen coming up through the south, this might be a good time to build up Aquitaine's garrison. As much as I don't want to spend money on that. Alright, we get 5 additional chivalry from every battle we win against Scalings. So these guys are potentially about to feed us a bunch of chivalry. I would love to just send an army up to the north. I don't really want it to be Alberic. I want Alberic to sit in Marienburg. Maybe we should swap... Oh no, I can't swap the armies until... Oh no, my Green Knight! I can't swap the armies until the prophetess has her Knight's Vow. Seeing his duty to the Bretonnians completed, the Green Knight has faded once again into memory. To the vast majority of Bretonnians, his recent heroics are nothing more than tall tales. Yet to those who fought alongside him will know that, although it is a dark age, it is still an age of heroes, and of legends made real. Listen, guys, video game production is an expensive endeavor. The amount that it would cost to just like hire an extra editor, double check shit, it's really like it's a drop in the bucket. So, peasant bowmen, spearmen at arms, knights of the realm. Okay, upgrading this really only it adds a unit of knights errant and gives the spearmen shields. It's not a big upgrade in effectiveness. The reason this building is usually good is because it gives walls, but the Bretonnians function a little differently. It's interesting that the Bretonnians are better at walling up settlements when it kind of seems like they don't need to be. Okay, this is starting to become an issue. Bordeleaux's 3 turns off of having its final construction slot available. Moussalon could... I mean, we could just upgrade the tap room. It would take 3 turns, but then we'd be at -2 control, which would give us a bunch more turns before the possibility of rebellion. Because it's kind of looking to me like I'm going to have to devote a lot of time to these guys. I might have to have 2 armies over here, in addition to the 1 army I wanted to have back here, which means I can't really afford to have all those armies right now. Alright, well, I mean... the benefit of this is small, but every little bit is going to matter, because we're going to have to fight a lot of scalings up here. I'm seriously still not interested in this. I really wish there was some way to get them to stop offering you the same deal over and over again. Okay, Nordland, finally. Feels like they have something better to do. Why don't you guys go attack Nordland? Join your war against the Skull Takers. Pay me. I'm kind of annoyed that they always, they demand you join their war rather than offering you any kind of deal.
Lord of Bretonia.
Really, we can't hit these guys this turn, even though there's a beach right there. Well, why don't we get right on the water? Because I think it's a little bit like crossing a river where the cost is a lot less if you start adjacent to the water. You know what we really need to do? Is we need to send a paladin to Moussalon to fix the order. So why don't we do that? Now that the Green Knight's gone, can I recruit another paladin? I can. He does actually count as a paladin toward your capacity. That is crazy. That definitely should not be that way. Let's see if anybody has a virtue. Nope, nobody has a virtue that has anything to do with the province they're in. It's all combat related. Okay, well let's hire Chilfroy of the Flame, because that's a dope name. And he'd be like a pretty good fighter if we ever had to, put him into combat.
Sorceress.
Okay, sorceress. Knight's Vow. This is important.
Chivalrous.
Oh, that's right. We recruit them at a pretty high level now. So if he's going to be sitting around giving control in a province, we should give him different skills, right? His blue line's so bad, though. Like, it's so bad. Chivalrous isn't useless, but all of the other stuff is. Yeah, I'm still going to give him yellow line skills. Like, the blue line is just not. It's not good enough to put points into. Even though he's not going to be a combat paladin.
Lord and hero.
Alright, I really don't want to build anything new in Gorsel until I'm reasonably sure we can keep it in one piece for a while. Also, with my army parked right here, it should be hard for them to get to Gorsel because my big red circle of interference should be preventing them from making landfall. Sure, yeah, listen, I'm all about making friends right now. We have, I would go so far as to say, even slightly more enemies than we really want. Okay, yeah, so Albrecht probably is going to end up... What I would like to do is... Bretonia took over Artois. She has also become a procrastinator. How annoying. And the heraldry of Artois has become obsolete on the turn that we finished it. Fantastic.
Protector of the realm.
Really, you still can't get... Man, he can't get anywhere in the water. And if I put him in the water now, they'll just run up onto land.
That will incur my wrath.
None of them are able to get to Gorsel, says the predictor of their movement ranges.
It shall be so.
Let's expect that they're going for Marienburg then.
Leaving.
Be in a place where we can get back to Gorsel in a single move if we have to. Alright, and I need you to get over here.
Bretonia.
Spellcaster.
Spellcaster indeed. So now there are some differences here. We can kick out a bunch of these units and replace them with Knights of the Realm or with Knights Errant. Knights Errant look like they're just worse. Yeah, they're just worse, but I guess they have a pretty significant upkeep difference from Knights of the Realm. Well, let's go for Knights of the Realm. They're expensive as hell.
Yes.
Do I want to kick... I'm going to kick 3 of these units out, I guess. Well, maybe not. Hold on. I'll kick 3 of these units out later. Let's hold everything for the big conflict. If she can get some Knights of the Realm, that's what I would like. I'd love for the job of sitting in Marienburg to fall to Alberic, because obviously Alberic is well suited. They're sieging the city, but they're not actually attacking it, and the rest of their army is disengaging. The damsels and priests have come forth, claiming the lady is watching. They speak with the words of the enchantress, and so we must know. What great deeds shall we perform for her? We can have impressive buildings, so plus 20% cost for all buildings. You gotta make the buildings fancier. Or we can have fancy battles. Either way, we get some chivalry. Well, I kind of hate this.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
How long is that? 15 turns? Yeah, I think we're going to do a lot of building over the course of 15 turns.
Slay them.
Cowards!
Honor and glory.
Look at the cowardice! There's no way those guys can reinforce there. Why don't we just, let's lightning strike this. Make it really, really easy. And we lose 10 guys. Alright, we're about to pass the 400 chivalry threshold. Well, we got 30 chivalry for that battle. That's pretty good.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
Alright, yeah, so what I'd really like is for Alberic to sit in or around Marienburg and play defense, and for another army to go north and start blowing up, scaling
Armored in faith.
settlements.
For now, yes.
Alright, let's come back down here. We gotta be ready to run to
Taking
Gorsel,
my leave.
in case this guy is not going home, but is instead going to that beach. I suppose at some point we probably want to pick up Questing Vow. We actually have access to Questing Knights now. But Alberic's army is going to be a defensive army. So I'll worry about it later. Do I want charge bonus and melee attack more than I want vigor loss reduction? I wish I had any idea what this meant. How much is large? Because this could be terrible, I at least know the value of this. And in particular, in an army full of Knights of the Realm, a percentage bonus to their charge bonus is a big deal because their charge bonus has a large base value. All right.
I serve the lady.
How much of my income is from farming? Is there good? Nope. Oh, details. How about details? You would think they would break farming out into its own line, given that it has such importance to us. I mean, it looks to me like the farm is just giving me, what, 450 money, right? Because this plus the 50%. So honestly, a penalty to that is not really that big a deal. Okay, let's... Yeah, Blessed Field Trebuchet? Sure. Armor-piercing missiles. I'm sure they're huge rocks. So... Also, interestingly, this is a peasant unit, which I guess makes sense because it's, you know, it's got to be driven by somebody. But upgrading this is what's going to let us get more foot squires. We're going to have to, no matter what we do, we're going to want to have a large number of infantry units, I think. You don't want to have an army that's all cavalry, because cavalry are a little too fragile. And foot squires seem really powerful. Let's build this here. And next turn, build the royal barracks. Go ahead and construct the City Watch building, because we'll still be able to buy the barracks after doing that. Okay, I think we're doing okay. Conquering Marienburg completely changed our game economically. This was a big deal. Alright, now with this guy's +5 approval, or +5 public order, we're actually probably going to be able to maintain... Wow, that other scaling army is still down there harassing the Empire. We're actually going to be able to maintain taxation in Musalon some of the time. We're going to have to flip it on and off. Oh yeah, also that happened.
Yet evil still breeds in every corner. Many look to destroy Bretonnia, and their power grows as quickly as your own. Stave off their advances, and unite the banners of Bretonnia through your chivalric actions.
I'm trying, man. Luen is being a little bit of a dick about it. Alright, well, my lord, the Dukes of Bretonnia have resided under a chivalrous code for many years. Honor this tradition, build upon the great foundations of Gilles le Breton, maybe? And lead the knightly orders forward to... Yeah, okay. Our lands prosper under your chivalrous rule, yet evil breeds in... Oh, he just said all this. Okay, so the next mission objective is just keep getting chivalry. I can do that. Seems like this campaign might be a little on the short side. Certainly shorter than the last few. So now that Gorsel has walls and 13 units of...
Your coming was foretold.
13 units of garrison, maybe I actually want to have Sophia be the one who sits.
Do you know who I am?
Maybe we don't even need to have somebody sit up there. We could hand Sophia the controls of a lot of these units. We could pass basically everybody off to
I
Sophia.
have seen your heart.
That seems unlikely.
My reputation.
And we could just park Alberic in Marienburg for the foreseeable future. Can she get to Gorsel?
Behest?
Okay, so maybe not in Marienburg, but near Marienburg, within the region of Marienburg. And you can just sit here and make the port incredibly valuable. I think that's got to be the right play. So let's pass off a bunch of these units. Actually, let's do it this way. Let's start by saying we're going to trade everything, and then figure out what I actually don't want to trade. I want her to keep her 3 peasant poison guys, and not take 3 of his guys. And then, honestly, maybe that's it.
My magic is yours.
Oh, man, he has the trident, though. The trident is pretty cool. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is he not... Did I not finish that quest? I didn't. Oh, I still have to do this. Duh. Okay, wait. Can we trade armies back real quick?
I see you.
I have been acting as though I had the trident this whole time, but it was not the case. We do also want to fill in... He has an empty slot in his army. We could summon the knight again. Oh, I'm in March mode. Darn it.
We have met before.
Okay, how long is it going to be before I can recruit foot squires? 4 turns? Okay, I don't think I want to wait 4 turns. Well, actually, we can't do it. We can't do it right now anyway. Unfortunately, we are basically out of time. So I think what I'm going to do instead is just move her over to here so she can run to Gorsel in a real hurry if she needs to. If someone needs to. And come back next time. I totally remembered about our quest now. So we're going to get our trident and then consign it to sit in Marienburg for the foreseeable future while somebody else leads the crusade against the Scalings. It doesn't have to be this way forever. At some point we're not going to need the money that badly. It doesn't seem like Bretonia's tech tree is terribly complex or anything, so at some point we'll just have enough money. But for now, that's going to be it. Like I was saying, come back next time. We're going to figure this out. We're going to get our trident, and then we're going to figure out how we're going to kill enough Scalings to get us to 1,000 chivalry. You know, it's not even really that many battles. And we'll see you then.